Previously on Game Nights.
You need to interview candidates for an office administrator positions, and assistant to the quill.
So we got 3 very qualified candidates coming in for today's interviews.
I did not expect this to happen.
All right. Well, we can just roll. Why doesn't Sandy roll and Gorg roll, and the higher roll wins?
3, 2, 1.
9. Oh, we got Gorg! Wow. Wow, we've just hired Gorg.
That was exciting.
Wow, this is great. Let's bring him in. Let's give him the good news.
You offer Gorg job? Who
Yes.
Gorg needs to kill?
No, Gorg, you're gonna work here in the office. You're gonna open and
Gorg.
close doors.
Gorg acquiesce. Gorg takes office job.
It's a big word for Gorg. All right, Gorg, great. Well, we're happy to congratulations, Gorg. You're officially part of the team. Gorg,
Well,
can
know
you
how Gorg
read?
reads. He knows the word acquiesce, so
That's
he must
true.
be able to read.
Good job, team. Good job, Team Starfeld. Way to go. I hope we feel real proud of what we did here today. Please take off your shoes and leave them at the door as you enter Game Nights. Tonight's tale, The Warden, Chapter 12.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, give us your best, because the most and least Australian thing ever is the voiceover guy who does the Outback commercials, because it's like the fakest Australian accent.
Come on down to Outback, mate.
Yeah, it's like it's really a Brit. We all know it's a British guy that they just brought in to sound Australian.
Close
They
enough.
Kidnapped his family. And told him, do your best Australian accent.
It's our steak and shrimp special, only 16 quid. And you're like, what?
A blooming onion, mate.
It's like, where
Make you want to slap your granddad, then, mate.
Wow.
Marmite.
Wowie.
This is the introduction of our new Australian character. We fired Gorg and we've brought in, Joey Australia.
Gorg. It didn't even last. Gorg
Nope. Long live Gorg.
ran the company into the ground.
Yep. Shockingly enough.
Oh
Big
dear. A shocker. So are we D&Ding? Is that happening?
Let's do it.
So if I recall correctly, the last time on D&D, we hired an assistant to the Quill to help the Quill keep up the Starfeld Industries office. Gorg was his name.
Yep.
He
still is his name.
Is it?
I don't know, unless he's changed it.
Yeah, that's true. He was. I don't know why we picked him. I don't quite remember.
I was telling you guys, I was emptying my dishwasher after the show, and I was like, "Wait, we hired Gorg? What? Why did we do that?" And I'm the one who was advocating for him.
You were a huge Gorg fan.
Yeah, man, he bowled me over. Physically.
Hey, you know what? I mean, did he really have much competition though? There was a con artist and a fairy.
Gnome. She was a gnome.
A gnome. Like I said, not much competition for Gorg.
No, Gorg was great. Long live Gorg.
Oh no. Oh dear. Well, I guess Starfeld will truck on with Gorg at the helm, sort of. Meanwhile, I think we had discussed going to explore that red X on the map.
Yes.
Is that what you guys want to do?
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do it. So do you have anything to do in Neverwinter before we roll that direction?
I have to feed my cat before we leave.
You should do it. We can disperse and do your chores, and then meet back here in the morning?
Yeah, I get some arrows. So, because if I recall correctly, I lost some somehow.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's about it for me.
I feed my cat. Wish him well.
Sweet.
I think I'm good. Let me see. Maybe I want to buy like a health potion or something.
Oh, how many health potions do you have? You got a complimentary health potion from the Starfeld Industries health supply cabinet.
That's true. I did. I got a nice. And then how many did I find any in the goblin place? No, we didn't really find a lot of stuff there. I don't think.
I think you found some health potions.
Oh yeah, in that room with all the stuff. Yeah, okay.
I think there was one for each of you.
Yep.
That's right. Okay, so I've got 2. I'm fine. I don't need to buy any more. Maybe one. Maybe one health potion. Well, just one. I'll buy a health potion.
Okay. I have to look up how much health potions cost.
Can we just give him one out of the supply closet, though? Isn't that just a capital expense for the business?
We'll write it off. It'll be a tax deduction.
While you're in there, get some Post-it notes and paper clips. You never know if you need them.
Fair enough. All right, so Matt's acquired another health potion. So it looks like, looking at this map here, the fastest way to get to this X is back the way you guys went before. So back towards the goblin hideout. But instead of like going off the path to the goblin hideout, probably going to like staying on the main trail sort of thing. And it looks to me like the this X marks the spot is like along the river that seems to run through the mountains.
All along the river bend. Yes.
Right. So I think you could you could try and get to the X marks the spot by going downriver, or you could follow the path sort of around the way and try and get to it by going upriver. And that is a choice that I'll leave to you.
Following the river seems a lot less treacherous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that,
Let's do that.
We're gonna do that.
Okay.
We're gonna go up the river.
So I'd say you set out back towards the goblin caves. Time passes. Whoa. Oh, that was good.
Whoa! What just happened?
Where are we?
When are we?
Oh, shit, Doug. That's a good question.
So you travel through the woods. At sort of the early to mid afternoon, you start following the trail up into the mountains. You go past the spot where you fought the cockatrice. No weird dinosaur birds to be seen, thankfully. You go past the path that led you to the Goblin Caves, and you come to a river that crosses the trail. And I would say it's a medium-sized river. Where it crosses the trail, it's pretty mild. So it's coming down from sort of the tops of the mountains, right? I feel like it's kind of a classic mountain river. Like the snow melts at the peaks and runs down. And at where from where you can see, it looks like relatively calm. Like the water's moving, but it's not crazy. But you can see maybe 400 feet down the way, and then it kind of bends off through the rocks and things. So.
Mm-hmm. Do I see any indication that other people have gone this way?
I think you could do a perception check, maybe.
I think that sounds like a good idea. 12.
12. You don't see any signs of I don't know, signs of traffic really. I mean, it is a river, so I don't know how there's not going to be footprints in the river, obviously.
Right. Well, unless they have really big feet.
Sure. No, but, so you don't
I don't
really
see any
signs
like
of travel.
campsites along the river.
Nope.
No. Okay.
I would like to reach down, grab a handful of the river water, taste it, and do a nature check in which I rolled a 4.
4.
I look at you and I'm like, why the hell is this guy tasting the river water? I guess.
Shh. I'm communicating with nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Sean takes.
I know a lot about nature. I don't think this is how it works.
Sean takes a sip of the river water. It is crisp, cold, and refreshing.
Yes.
That tastes like fresh mountain spring water.
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, gentlemen, it just tastes so crisp, so fresh. I think this means we're heading the right way. Apparently, I'm Nicolas Cage today.
I shake my head.
If you end up getting worms because you drink any kind of water you want, I'm not bailing you out. So
Okay.
hope you have health potions stocked in there to help you against worms, because that's how you get worms.
That's very good health advice.
Mm-hmm.
Just be drinking water left and right here.
Yeah, that's right, kids. Don't drink water. You heard it from Matt.
Not left and right. Not out of restraint. No, drink the water that comes from Poland Springs. You know that it's good water.
Have you guys heard about raw water?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm just sticking with the times.
Yep. Indeed. Yeah, so
you get worms.
so you guys don't see any like signs of like camps along the banks of the river or anything like that. And the water seems like water. It doesn't seem magical or dirty. It seems like pretty clear. Is deep-ish. I'd say like the parts you can see, it's like a couple feet deep, maybe like chest deep. On human side, the human size ones of you, which I guess is all of you now that Mal is MIA. Yeah. What's the game plan?
Let's keep heading in the direction of the treasure.
The treasure. So you're gonna try and follow the bank of the river?
Sure.
Okay. So you go, I don't know, what side of the river would you like to take? You got to pick one or the other.
The port side.
Is that,
no, starboard. Sorry, we'll do starboard.
Is that left or right?
North.
Is it?
Now you're just naming directions. I think that the port is the left side.
Well, okay, so what side are we currently on?
I mean, so there's kind of like a bridge, like the trail crosses over the river. So like you can choose whichever side you want.
Now you said up ahead, right? The river curves. Is that?
Yeah. So it's going through like the mountains, so it's kind of rocky. It seems like you'd be able to get, from what you can see, like you'd be able to continue walking a ways, but it's I mean, beyond the bend, like you can't really see.
What direction though does it bend, left or right?
It bends to the right.
Okay, then I think we should be on the right side, because you don't want to be on the wide side of the bend. You want to be on the inside corner, like a race car.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. So
I buy that.
seems legit. so the three of you start following the river. You go, I don't know, it continues a ways. You kind of go around the bend. It's like more river, more rocks. You keep going a little farther, and you eventually get to a point where the bank sort of ends, so it's sort of just like sheer rocks going up in just the river. So you can't, you don't see any way, at least no obvious way, to continue along the bank.
Okay. Let me.
Oh.
No, go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was gonna say I have good like survival. If we want to try to find a way, see a hidden way.
Can we find these rocks?
What?
You could.
Are these rocks climbable?
You could probably climb them, but they look pretty treacherous. Like there's a lot of sharp edges and like kind of drop offs and steep.
And the water flows through these?
Yeah, so the water's like canyon's a strong word, but like the water has clearly over time like cut through the rocks, like the mountain rock like down. So the water is flowing in between two.
And how far do we think we are from where we are trying to go?
I think you are halfway. You're just about halfway between like the road that you came from and the X. The X marks the spot.
I like Dan's idea of doing a survival check.
Yeah, have I ever had to like ford like what do we have? Canoes?
Huh?
What kind of boats do we have?
Do you have boats?
We don't have boats.
Oh,
Do you have
sorry. I don't know why, but in my head we were boating down the river. ever since Sean dipped his hand in and took a drink.
Mal had a folding boat, but Mal is not in the party.
No, that's really all we needed him for was the folding boat. Damn.
All right, maybe we should look around the area and see if there's a place to like maybe climb up onto the higher ground, I guess. Maybe the path that we should have been taking before.
Okay. I can go look because I'm a ranger.
Yes,
Okay.
go range.
I will try. Yes, I will do some ranging. I haven't done a good ranging in a long time. Yeah. So I'm going to go and like venture out and leave you two there and try to like poke around this area and see is there like a good way around this, or is there like evidence that there is a path somewhere else that we should be going? And any knowledge I have of like geography from the map, I would try to use to guess if there's like higher ground that we should be going to.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Is that do you want to roll something for that? I don't know.
Sure. Survival?
Sure.
I will survive. Woo-hoo-hoo. 22.
Whoa!
Dan is now immortal.
Dell will survive. That's for sure. So you managed to sort of pull yourself up onto like a higher like rock outcropping along the river, and you can kind of you're able to like on this rocks like above the water, you're able to like walk a little farther into the sort of gorgy canyony thing.
Gorge.
Yes.
Is there
gorge,
a chasm here?
Maybe. We'll
no,
see.
only a chasm.
So you're able to walk a little farther up, and you can see more of like how the river is flowing, kind of. And so the bad news, I guess, is that for the most part, the terrain seems pretty unpassable. Like the terrain along the banks of the river seems pretty unpassable. The sort of like rock outcropping you're on ends, but there are like other ones that like maybe if you were all feeling particularly dexterous, you might be able to like like sort of navigate, like maybe hop between or like fashion some sort of tools to make your way along the river. Mm-hmm. But other than that, the only way you can really see of getting around would be to backtrack all the way back to the road and go around.
Okay.
Or you could, I guess, if you had a boat or something, you could let the water do the work for you.
I don't know. Matt, can you be a boat?
Yeah, sure. You know what? Maybe
I just have to entreat the old one.
maybe yeah.
Yeah, does the old one own like a boat we can borrow? Just borrow.
You know, the old one, he's what we call a nautical expert. So yeah, let's see. I read somewhere that if you dig enough sand or dirt and pile it up in front of a water source like this, you can effectively create your own almost like ladder that we can use to climb up this. I'm picturing, is this like a waterfall, basically, what you're describing?
No. This is like a river. So you're following the river downstream, and it sort of has over time created like a gorge. So the river is sort of at a low elevation, and the rocks along the sides of the river are much higher.
Oh, but we can't fit through the gorge.
No, you could fit through the gorge, but there's no like bank on the side really. It's like rock then water.
Oh, let's try to climb on the rock.
Yeah, if people are feeling particularly dexterous, I mean, I know I have no problems with that.
I just have to check my dexterity modifier, which is +2. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that.
Okay, sure. Let's do it.
All right. It sounded like we didn't want to backtrack.
All right. So Dell is already up on sort of an outcropping along the side of the gorge, so he manages to pull the two of you up without too much trouble. So you all get to the first one. So in front of you, there is so you're still on the right side of the river, right? In front of you, a pretty, I would say a medium distance is a small outcropping that I think like one, maybe two of you could fit on at a time. And then off to, on the other side, a little bit farther is a large outcropping where like all of you could definitely stand comfortably. So you could try to jump directly to the large one, which might be trickier, or you could try jumping to the little one, which is and then jumping to the large one, which I think would be easier, but is 2 jumps.
Are the tops of these things at equal elevations?
Yeah, they're pretty equal.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Matt?
Who's in front of, like, so I'm picturing.
I'm already up there.
Dan's already up there because he was ranging.
Dell's in the lead.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll go first. I don't mind. I don't care.
All right, go for it.
And I'm gonna jump, and I'm gonna jump.
So you're gonna do the double jump.
I'm gonna do the double jump. Yes, that's what I'm going to
Okay.
do.
Could you
Yeah.
roll dexterity for me whenever you?
Now, I am gonna say, isn't this an athletics check?
That's fair.
'Cause
I'd accept
I think
athletics.
jumping.
Is that jumping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing the double jump, is because I'm very good at athletics. So, okay.
Fair enough.
So let's go to the Dice Cam 3000 so the folks at home can enjoy this on
yes.
YouTube. Rolling, and
Rolling,
I rolled a 23 for my first jump,
Oh!
Wowie.
and I rolled an 15 for my second jump.
Okay, so you make it across pretty easily. You hop to the smaller outcropping, and then like it's sort of like it's like a little gravelly is not the right word. There are some loose stones, but like you don't have a problem with it. You like get your footing and you jump to the larger one. So Art is now on the opposite side, the far side of the gorge.
Sick. Okay, I'll go next. I'm just going to do one big jump to the one on the other side. Uh, 16.
16. I think you almost make it. All right, roll a dexterity throw.
23.
Sorry, Sean, roll a dexterity throw.
Oh, come on.
Oops, not really my strong suit, Dan, but let's see how this goes. I rolled I rolled a 1. Oh, I'm so
Does
sorry.
that matter at all that I rolled a 23?
Yeah, it does. So Art tries to like grab for your hand. Like you're very close to making it. So he tries to like grab you or like grab your hand, and in doing so, like sort of trips and falls and ends up hanging off the ledge, where you Dale land next to him, like hanging much more gracefully. Art is like hanging by like his fingertips on the ledge, and Dell is like sort of much more gracefully has a solid two-handed grip to his left.
Whoops.
God damn it.
I do suggest you figure out your situation.
Yeah, can I scoot and fruity my way on up?
Do it, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you need to roll for that.
Okay, and I have a rope. I'm gonna, dangle the rope down to this bumbling fool.
Okay. Art grabs the rope. Just Del, could you roll a quick strength check for me?
17.
Oh yeah. Crisis averted. You pull Art on up to the far large outcropping with you. So
thank you, Del. I very nearly had that. I was super close. I was like right there.
Yeah.
I don't
try not to catch me again.
I don't get an ability bonus for effort, but I should, because I really tried.
Yeah. Cal, you're up.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna try double jump here.
Double jump.
Double jumping, and the first roll is a 20, a natural 20. How about that?
How about that, indeed?
Okay, so you jump to the second outcropping. I'm sorry, to the small outcropping, and it starts to like break off under your weight. However, because you rolled a 20 so expertly, you're able to like keep your footing, realize what's happening, so you can roll your second jump now, but you have disadvantage.
Okay. 6.
6.
My other roll was a 7, so it didn't make much difference.
Fair enough. So the rock outcropping you're on is starting to like sort of like splinter down the side of the gorge, and it's starting to fall, and you try and jump in time, but you don't quite make it, and you grab so you fall, but you manage to grab onto the sort of farther down the outcropping where Art and Dell are, right above the water. So like the water is like basically touching your toes, but you're on the rock for the moment.
Okay. Nice.
Let's just leave him there.
I'll come back and haunt you.
Yeah, I believe it.
All you guys are
All right. I go after this guy.
around.
Little mountain climbing rescue operation. I take my rope. Now, is he like within a rope's throw of the rock that I'm on?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like 20 feet maybe.
All right, I like toss the rope like a fishing line out to him.
So to be clear, he's like below you. He's like hanging on the rock below you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's 20 feet out or 20 feet below me.
Righto.
Which one is it? 20 feet out or 20 feet below?
Oh, I'm sorry, 20 feet below.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so then I just lower the rope down. I get this guy over here who I had to rescue to help me, assist me in lifting him up should he be successful in grabbing onto my rope.
Cool. So I don't know. I think Cal, you grab onto the rope pretty easily. Do you say you tied like a loop or something in it? Or did you just
That's
toss
a good idea, but I just tossed it.
Okay, so no loop. I guess Cal, roll like a strength check then, or
Okay. I'm looking at my modifiers here. Okay, I rolled a 9.
a 9. I think that's good enough to hold on. Just hold on to the rope.
Okay.
Generous today. Generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you roll. You're holding the rope.
Yeah.
Maybe roll a strength check too.
Sure. And I rolled a 20, an unnatural 20.
Unnatural
Wow.
20. Yeah, so you hoist him up, no problem. So you're now, all three of you are on the left ledge. So in front of you, there's another like sort of double jump situation. So there's one smaller outcropping, and then on the far side, there's another big one, and so it's starting. The river is turning back. So I don't know if you remember when you were at the beginning up by the road, it curved to the right. It's now turns to the left. So you can see this far outcropping, and you can't see like really where the river goes from where you are. But once you reach the far outcropping, you'll be able to see down the way.
Okay.
I mean, let's keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why stop now?
that's right.
Yeah, we're going.
When has rushing boldly forward ever hurt us before?
Often.
The answer is never.
All the time.
Never.
Constantly.
Nope. It's never happened before.
Nope, all the time.
We usually succeed when we're reckless.
Okay.
When we're at our most reckless, we are at our most successful. So let's go.
All right, so we have to... Is it jumping? Are we jumping again? Is that what this is?
Yeah, you're jumping.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the double jump situation, but I don't think you could really make it to the big one in one jump.
You know what?
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Do not do what you're about to say.
No, you don't know what I'm about to say. Go ahead, Dan.
My first jump is an 18,
Okay,
and I do another jump.
sure.
14.
Yeah, so you make it across fine. Dell's on the far platform.
I did so well on my first roll. I'm going to try to make it in one jump. Because I make good decisions. Because after Dan pointed out that we never take risks on this show, I said, "All right, let's do that."
Not what I was saying at all.
No, that's what you said. That's what I heard anyway. And I rolled and do some quick math here. 20.
Oh.
5.
Whoa!
Gosh. So,
How is that possible?
Like
I
the
rolled a
show off
19.
that he is, Art gets a running start, does kind of like a Prince of Persia wall run along the gorge, and like just sort of hops onto the big platform.
And then yawns.
Yep.
Guys, this is taking forever. Let's go.
I am displeased.
Wow. You can take that one to the bank.
So I'm supposed to be the cool guy, you know? This is,
When did we decide that?
well, this is just my self-perception, right?
Oh.
So I feel like you're, encroaching on my territory.
Oh, am I impeding on your brand of being the cool guy?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Dan. I'll try and tone down my cool. I won't do any more dope kickflips anymore.
Thanks. I mean, in battle, it's fine, you know?
Yeah,
You
but
gotta do what you gotta
just
do.
when I'm doing the rangering stuff, that's really your job.
Right, there's a union for this.
You wouldn't breathe fire on me, so why would I go rangering in your turf? I get what you're saying.
Exactly.
Stay in your lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and
Yeah.
we all get what we want that way.
Yeah, this is good. See, this is conflict resolution. This is why we attended that seminar from HR. You know? Workplace respect.
Word.
Anyhow.
Indeed.
Matt.
So yeah, Cal is the only one left on the far side.
While
Yep.
while he's jumping, I heard a loud bang downstairs, so I'm gonna go make sure that my apartment's still in one piece. I will be right back. Just pretend Art is unconscious.
Yeah.
He was so
Sean.
yeah, he was so blown away by how awesome he was that he just sort of passed out for a second. Sudden loss of blood pressure.
Swooning at himself.
Yeah. Swoon sickness, that's what we call it.
Well,
Happens
I
to me
rolled
all the time.
19 for my jump.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing good at this jumping.
Yeah, so what about your second jump?
Oh, boy. It was a 2.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Oh no. Well, so you make it to the smaller outcropping, no problem. But I guess you like slip on some gravel or something, like something goes terribly wrong. You do a classic like cartoony looking foot motor thing to try and catch your footing, and then you fall straight down into the river.
Oh no.
So Cal's in the river, going downstream fast.
Did the goblins attack your apartment, Sean?
It was quite a raid. No, a picture frame fell off the wall and shattered into a million pieces. Turns out those 3M adhesive hooks, when they have a weight recommendation on them, you're supposed to follow them. And don't put up large, heavy glass frame things on those little tiny hooks. You need the big hooks. Lesson learned.
Damn.
So, anyhow,
Is the picture okay?
yeah, the pictures are fine. It's just the frame and the glass, but the pictures were fine. So that'll be fun to clean up later. What did I miss? Did we finally kill Matt?
Almost.
Well,
Almost. We're getting
he's
there.
not dead. He made it to the smaller outcropping and rolled a natural 2 on his second jump. So he is in the river, floating downstream pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's dope.
Now that all through, there is a like Mad Max-esque like party of like dirt bikes and ATVs going down the road right now.
This is crazy.
They're all doing wheelies.
The adventure is coming to us.
Is there
guys.
a guy suspended from the top of one playing an electric guitar?
Don't you hear the heavy metal music? Anyways, that was weird. So Cal is floating down the river pretty quickly. The two of you are on the far side around the bend, so you can see that the river continues down this gorge and sort of like drops off. So like all of a sudden you cannot see, like the water goes down sharply, and you can't really see to where it goes down.
So based on the flow of the river, can I get a rough estimate of how long we have until Matt goes over the edge of this?
I would say 1 minute exactly. There is like sort of a tree, like a dead tree that is kind of sticking off like right over the edge of this thing. So like could be a thing that maybe Cal can grab onto to keep from going over whatever is over the edge. It's not quite clear to you what's over the edge.
Okay. Do I get to try to like grab onto something while I'm?
Can I
Well,
like
yeah,
react and
I
chuck my rope in down as he's falling, hoping that he'll be able to see it?
Yeah. So Art and Dell, I think you both have like one action each to try and do something to get him as he's like going by. And if in failing in that, Cal, you'll have a chance to grab onto the tree.
There's a tree further downriver?
Yeah, so there's an old like pretty small like scraggly looking tree that kind of like grows out over the water. The kind of tree that you'd find like growing all by itself in the side of a mountain kind of thing.
Yeah. A
So I'm
survivor.
gonna grab onto that tree then.
Exactly.
Is it
That tree rolled a 23 on its survival check.
And
And how high up is the tree? Like right down where Cal could grab it?
I think medium. Like I think Cal would have to get a bit of a like swimming start to like boost himself out of the water, but it wouldn't be like the hardest thing anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to react and like toss a rope ahead of Cal and say like and try to get his attention. Like, hey, catch!
all right, what do I have to do?
Yeah, what should I do?
So Dell, you roll dexterity, and Cal, you roll perception.
14.
12.
12. So I think this works. So Dell, you throw the rope out past Cal, and Cal, you see it just in time and are able to catch like the very end of the rope. So you have like one hand on the rope, and this is happening again.
Is there a freight? It sounds like a freight train.
Yeah.
No, look, I'm gonna point you guys out the window.
I can't. Oh,
Is there like
I
a
can't
parade
see.
going on?
It's like a parade of people on dirt bikes. I don't know.
It might be a convention in town.
Maybe.
The being loud convention.
I love being loud.
I'm louder
No, we
than
film a
you.
podcast this
Oh,
time.
I also love being loud.
And then there's like one guy who's like, "This place is too loud." Like, dude, you came to
Too
the
noisy,
wrong.
dude.
They seem like hooligans. They're like driving around traffic and stuff. I don't know what's going on. Someone should notify the authorities.
That's a lot
but
more
it's not-
exciting than what we're doing. We should go join him.
Right. Cool. So Cal has one hand on the rope. Del, you should roll a strength check. to see if you can keep your footing when this rope snaps tight.
18.
Oh, you do. You do keep your footing. Cool. So, Cal's at the end of a rope in the river, holding on for dear life.
How, now, you probably said, but remind me, how wide is this river?
I think it's like 10. It varies a little, but like.
Well, the spot where Cal is tied up, we'll say.
Yeah, I'd say it's like 15 feet across. So like a couple people's length. It's not like terribly wide, but the sides are very steep.
Okay. I'm just debating whether or not I should dive in and try and save him. I'm probably a good swimmer. What skill governs swimming?
I would assume athletics.
I'm great in athletics. All right, I'm going to dive in. So Del will keep him from going over the edge. I'm going to go in, and my goal is to push him in the water, him and I, over to the edge of the river so that we may climb out.
Okay.
Okay.
Give it a go then.
Okay. And I rolled a 7.
Okay. So you dive into the water.
You get that part right.
And I hit my head on a rock.
No, not that bad. So the current is stronger than you judged, and it sort of pushes you away from Cal in a way that you weren't expecting, and you miss him and are like heading down the river on your own.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Why don't the two of you figure out how to get Cal out of the water, and I'll just do my thing.
The two of who?
You two.
Yeah.
You
So
and
Cal is still on the end of your rope, Dale.
Yeah.
And you're the only one.
So don't
not
worry
in the
about me.
water.
I'm going down the river. Bye-bye.
I know. So it's just me who has to figure out how to get him out.
I believe in you. You're going to do great.
You just pulled me out. Use a strength check or something. Do I have a spell? Maybe there's like a spell I could use.
Yeah, I don't have the best strength. I mean, it's not terrible, but so can I, now that I'm imagining that Cal is sort of rotating around on this rope, but not going any further downstream. Can he like rotate himself towards the tree?
I mean, the tree is farther downriver than the rope goes, if that makes sense. So he could let go of the rope and try and catch the tree.
No, that seems like a bad idea. And there's nothing to tie off the rope onto up on this rock that I'm on?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any special skills here that I can.
Can I take the rope? Yeah, I guess it would need to be a strength check at some point.
Probably so.
Okay. All right.
I believe in you.
All right. I guess, yeah, let's just try to reel him in.
All right.
6.
Oh, God.
I knew it was going to happen. I was rolling so well.
Yeah, so, Del, you sort of like try and like psych yourself up mentally. You sort of turn around and get ready to start like hauling Cal, and you lift one foot up, and the current, I don't know, there's like the current gives you a good tug, and you go over backwards into the river. So now Cal, Del, you're on opposite ends of the rope in the water, heading towards the tree.
This is good.
Art, you're getting pretty close to the tree, so if you're going to make a try for that, you should do it.
This is good.
And why is it good, Dan?
I want to try to maneuver myself so that I like catch the rope on one of the other rocks, and we hang off of the rock like I don't know, like a piece of rope you'd like hang over your neck. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Cool. I like that idea. I think there are a couple of rocks in the, like, you can see at where the water like pitches down, that you can see. So that seems like a pretty plausible idea.
Okay.
So Art, you should you either need to roll athletics to catch the tree limb, or you're going over.
22.
22. Well, you have no problem at all. Like a fish, you shoot up out of the water.
Finally.
And like catch your elbows on the tree. So you're hanging there now. Your feet are dangling in the water. Dell and Cal, you're up. Cal is about at the tree now. So if you want to try for that, you should do it. Or if you're going to try for Dell's plan, I guess you just keep going.
Well, I feel like you, Matt, should try for the tree, since you're there, and my plan can be the backup plan.
Okay. Here we go. 17.
17. That's pretty good. So Cal hops up onto the tree limb, and in addition to grabbing it, he gets an arm over it. He manages to hold onto the rope too. So Dell, you're coming up on the tree limb now. You're attached to the rope still via your hand.
Okay.
Dell, what do you do?
So he still has the rope?
Yep.
Okay, I'll try to make a go for the tree, understanding and hoping that they're going to tie the rope to the tree.
That's a big assumption.
Cal, can you roll an intelligence check or wisdom? Is it wisdom or intelligence? I don't remember.
For what? For to figure out what?
Roll. Yeah, just roll intelligence for me to see if you think to tie the rope off on the tree.
Okay. Let me see what my modifier is on that. Okay, I rolled a 15.
15. Wow, so you definitely do. So you tie the rope off on the tree. So the rope is secured to the tree.
Excellent.
Cool. All right. So I'm secured. So am I on dry land now, or am I still like in the water?
No, you and I are hanging from the tree, and Dan's about to reach for the tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a lot of weight for a dead tree limb. I will say that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. It's not dead.
No, didn't Colby say it was a dead limb?
Oh, dead limb.
It's I might have said that. I don't know.
It's scraggly.
Yes, it's scraggly. It is not robust.
Okay, but we're three robust dudes.
This is true.
I'm not. Listen, I believe I'm the lightest one here.
That's true. But you're still relatively robust, like comparatively. For your size, you're quite robust.
Sure. Okay, so what am I doing to try to grab onto this tree?
Athletics. I think
Athletics. Let's see. Okay. Well, it's good news. 14.
14. I think that's pretty good. You managed to get a hand on there, so you've got the rope in one hand and one hand on the tree. So the three of you are on this scraggly tree. Under the weight of all of you, it's like sunk down a bit. So I think you're all like, I'd say like, you're all like waist deep in the water, but so far like secure on this tree.
Excellent.
Which one of the three of us is closest to the shore in order?
I think you are, Art, because you got on there first. So I think you probably moved over to accommodate your companions.
Okay, well then I would like to attempt to scooch along the limb
Scoot.
over to land.
Okay. Cool. So I guess you can do athletics too. You're kind of doing a swimming pull up thing.
Can't argue with that. Okay, hang on. Something is going on. We have done how many hours of the show? I can count on one hand the number of times I've rolled a 1. I've rolled 3 of them tonight. This is bonkers. So it's a 7.
Off your game here.
And you even rolled a 1 in real life when your picture fell down.
What is going on today?
Sean's house is cursed.
Jesus.
Wow.
How
So
does
you
my
rolled a
7 do?
1?
I rolled
natural 1.
I did roll a natural 1. Are you gonna hit me bad for that? It's a 7 with my modifier, so because I'm really good at athletics.
Yeah.
Just like
I don't
real
think
life.
modifiers overcome the natural 1 though. The critical miss.
All right,
So this DM isn't that forgiving.
hit me with your best shot.
No. So you grab onto like a little offshoot branch of the tree, which you don't realize at the time, but it is very dead. And as soon as you put your weight on it, it snaps. You fall into the river and go over the edge. And so Art is out of the picture now. You kind of hear him yell like, "Ah!" And then like you can't hear his voice anymore. But a couple of seconds later, you hear a splash.
Oh no. That's
So-
the end
Yep.
of Shihan.
Yep. The beloved
too.
character no one will miss.
Okay. Should I go next to try to lift myself out of this pickle?
Do it.
Okay.
My advice: don't roll a 1.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's a 1. God damn.
We're cursed.
No. Why, Sean?
Oh, no, that satanic biker cult outside of Colby's window put a curse on us.
God, I guess that's the only explanation. No, literally, I rolled the die. It took like this unnatural hop and stopped like right on my computer with the 1 face up. Like that was like
Oh, no.
it was like it heard you. Oh my God, this is so strange.
So Cal lets go of the rope to get his other hand up on the tree to pull himself up, and like in doing so his like tree hand slips. He's not holding the rope anymore, so the current takes him and he goes the way of Art with a prolonged yell and a big a distant splash a few seconds
I
later.
guess a splash is a good sign. You wouldn't want
Or
a
it could-
distant crunch.
Yeah, but I was about to say, Dan, or that splash could be our blood spraying everywhere, too, to be fair.
It's true.
Okay. I mean, I have half of mine just to go after him at this point. What is it going to solve if I get myself up? But I guess I should get myself up. 13.
Yeah, I think you managed to like hoist yourself up onto the limb into like you can be in like a sitting position or like straddling the branch.
Okay.
You can like see over the
precipice.
Yep, a little bit more. It seems like a pretty straight drop off, so it's not like rapids or anything. I think this sounds you heard when Art and Cal went over the edge lend credence to that theory too, that it's like sort of a waterfall, maybe down to.
Can I
like,
see what it looks like on like at the base of the waterfall?
No, it's too far to see. Like the angle's wrong. Like if you were closer or higher, you could probably see what was at the bottom. But from where you are,
Can I get to the bottom of the waterfall? Or sorry, not the bottom, but can I get to a vantage point where I can see the bottom of the waterfall?
so I think you might be able to, like, if you stand on this limb, you might be able to gymnast your way up to like the top of the rocks on the side with the tree. So it's possible, and like you would definitely be able to see the bottom from down there. I mean, from up there.
Okay, sure. This is gonna be a good old acrobatics check.
Indeed.
Cool. Natural 20.
Boom.
Well, you do it without breaking a sweat, possibly because you're damp.
Yeah.
But without slipping at all, you hop up on the branch, grab a couple handed footholds, and expertly find yourself at the top, where you see a pretty tall waterfall that ends in a pool, which you assume is probably pretty deep, given it's at the bottom of a kind of legit waterfall, and you can see what looks like two figures like kind of swimming towards the edge of the like the water at the bottom of the falls.